Hi there, this is Christian Cantrell here with another example of how AI is going to transform workflows. This time I'm focusing on protocols. This is me using AirDrop to transfer a few photos between my iPhone and my Mac. AirDrop is a proprietary protocol that uses a combination of Bluetooth and Wi-Fi to easily transfer files between Apple devices. It's simple to use, fast, and it's reliable. But it's also proprietary, which means it's not a standard that anyone can implement. So if I want to transfer photos from my Pixel or my DSLR or anything not made by Apple, I have to find a different solution. The good news is that there are non-proprietary protocols I can use. This is me preparing to move the same photos from my Pixel over to my Mac. I just have to enable Bluetooth sharing in system preferences, pair my phone and my laptop, and now everything works almost as well as it did with my iPhone. Noticeably slower, but it's still better than emailing files to myself or plugging in a cable. This is, of course, the beauty of published standards. They enable devices from different manufacturers to share information, which means consumers can choose which combination of products they like instead of just those that happen to be compatible. Okay, so I've moved some photos over to my Mac using two different protocols, AirDrop and Bluetooth. But what I really want to do is see if I can move files from one device to another without using any protocol at all. Because it seems to me that if I can avoid the use of protocols entirely, I might have even more flexibility in my workflows. So I started from first principles. If I'm sitting in front of my computer looking at an image on my phone that I want to transfer, the easiest thing to do would be to just show that photo to an intelligent agent and let it worry about the details. That's exactly what this prototype is doing. Instead of using AirDrop or Bluetooth or Wi-Fi Direct, I'm showing the photo to an agent using my Mac's webcam, and it's then opening up Google Photos, navigating to the right image, and downloading the file for me. It takes roughly the same amount of time as airdropping, maybe a little faster than Bluetooth. But what's most interesting about this workflow is that I'm not using any kind of protocol. The only connection between my phone and my computer is visual. I'm just showing it the photo that I want downloaded. In fact, I don't even need a phone. I can use this printout to communicate to the agent which file I want, and that works just as well. What's also unique about this workflow is that once the agent has figured out which image I want, it's clever enough to navigate a user interface that's meant for humans. It doesn't need an API. It doesn't need special access or permissions, no tokens or keys or a developer account. All of this is pretty much done exactly the same way a human would do it, just scripted so that it feels like an API. In fact, if I were to hide all the windows and all of the terminal output, which is just a matter of a few lines of code, it would look exactly like the AirDrop and Bluetooth examples. After I built this prototype, it occurred to me that I could make the process even more efficient. If I know the photo that I want transferred over to my computer, why should I have to go through all the trouble of unlocking my phone and opening my photo album, navigating to the right file, selecting it, sharing it, etc.? It seemed to me it would be much easier to just describe the image as I see it in my head, and then let the agent worry about the rest. So let's give that a try. Download the picture of the two dogs. Download the picture of the mushroom in the grass. This is just a different front end on top of the same program. Rather than using a webcam and computer vision, I wrote a new code path that uses the mic along with speech-to-text technology, and now the process is even more seamless. Okay, so some of you are probably thinking that I haven't really gotten away from using protocols and APIs at all. I'm just using different protocols and different APIs. And yes, that's technically true, but I'm not claiming that I can magically teleport bytes from one location to another. We'll need a much better understanding of quantum mechanics in order to be able to do that. The point is, the things that used to require APIs and protocols and special permissions, we can now do with AI. In other words, the technology I'm using in these prototypes knows nothing about photo albums or ad hoc wireless connections. It knows how to recognize objects and voices and how to navigate user interfaces. It knows how to do things that people know how to do.